What's up everybody? Welcome back to Unparalleled Universe for another action figure review. And today we're taking a look at something that I'm very excited about because I'm a huge fan of this company and this line. What we have here is the Beast Kingdom Egg Attack Jango Fett. And I just love the Egg Attack stuff. It's so goofy and weird and just so extremely well executed. I'm always excited to take a look at them. So I was super happy when Beast Kingdom reached out and offered to send this to me to take a look at. So huge thank you to them. But let's go ahead and get into it, starting off with the awesome packaging. So as you can see here, we got some cool little graphic of Jango Fett. And it's kind of reflective. And that's why it looks like it's colored, because you could see my pasty reflection in there. So it's making it look like like it's light brown or something, or like a light color there, but it's not. It's just like a metallic reflective kind of look. It looks very, very cool. Yeah, I like the way that looks a lot. And then down here it does say Star Wars, Jango Fett. In the corner it says Beast Kingdom. On the side of the box it does say Star Wars. On the back we get a look at the awesome cute little figure doing his thing, posed up with his accessories. Right here it gives us a little rundown of what to expect in the box. Over here it says Star Wars again, and that's about it for the packaging. It's collector friendly and all that good stuff. But let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at Jango Fett. And so here we have Jango Fett right out of the box, and I think this guy looks awesome and he's super fun. Beast Kingdom did a great job with it. I love the way he looks. You kind of have to buy into the goofiness of this line in order to appreciate it, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I know that it's like a super silly, weird looking version of cool characters, but I just love him, man. I think this guy looks awesome. And even though he's super goofy, he does capture the badassness of Jango Fett. And that's kind of the case with all their Egg Attack figures. Like, they're weird and stylized, but they still have the spirit of the character. And they have a lot of attitude. They're just so much fun. And on Jango Fett, they did a pretty great job with some of like hiding the articulation, like with the shoulders. He does have these like pop out shoulders, so you could pop them out, move them around, do whatever you want, or you could kind of stick them in and then hide the shoulder joints. So that is very awesome. I love the metallic look to the armor pieces. I think that looks really good. Check out, there's like a bit of a shine in there. It's not like too shiny or anything like that. It's not straight up reflective. It's a very subtle shine that looks good. And yeah, just look at him, man. He's badass. He does have the viewfinder that comes down, which is very cool. He's got a removable jetpack. The viewfinder is a little loose. As you can see, it just kind of fell down on its own. But if you have it up all the way up, you don't have to worry about it. So there we go. But yeah, look at this guy, man. He's awesome. And I'll be honest with you, when it comes to the Egg Attack stuff, I usually like the figures that have the soft goods because Beast Kingdom does such a great job with the soft goods. So those are the ones that really got me into this line. But the few that I picked up that don't have the soft goods have all been very impressive. I love the Infinity War Captain America. I love the Infinity War Spider-Man. That's actually one of my favorite ones. And now Jango Fett is right up there with those guys. I think this guy's awesome. I'm having so much fun messing around with them. And again, I just love the goofiness of this line. It's just so silly and fun, but at the same time, it's badass. So getting in close to take a look at the details on Jango Fett, I think they did a really good job with this helmet. It's very well sculpted. It's very clean. The paint looks very nice. And as far as I could tell, it's pretty accurate. Obviously, it's a stylized version of the character, but I think the details are very accurate. And the same thing could be said for the entire figure. But yeah, I really love the way this helmet looks. They did a great job with it. And then moving down into the rest of the body, again, it all looks very accurate and very clean and really nice. I really like this shoulder joint gimmick where it kind of pops out and then you could put it in and then hide it a little bit by turning the arm and having the shoulder pad facing forward a little bit. It hides the joint very well and just makes the figure look really good. But yeah, look at the sculpting work on this guy. Damn, my lights are reflecting on his armor like crazy. So very cool. Really nice detail down here. He does have his holsters that hold the guns with no problem at all, so that's nice. Got these things on his knees. Damn, it blends in with the background. It's not, I don't think it's, man, it does kind of look purple. It's like a bluish purple. But yeah, there you go. Good looking stuff. I would say I think it would be better if this was a little darker. But I still like the way it looks. And then his forearm pieces look really good. Very well sculpted and a lot of nice detail. Same thing on this side. Looks really good. And these pieces don't feel like they're going to break or anything like that. So that's always nice. Oh, he is missing the wire piece, I guess, that usually comes off from the forearms. But that's all right. And then the jetpack looks really nice too. And as I mentioned before, it is removable, so that's a good thing. Got some options there. But yeah, this looks really good. In general, I think this is a really great looking figure. Some really amazing sculpting work, some nice engineering used to hide the joints and stuff. So they did a good job with the look of this guy. And then for accessories, Jango Fett does come with the standard Beast Kingdom Egg Attack stand. And these Beast Kingdom stands are very cool. They do a pretty good job of holding onto the figure, but unfortunately, it's a little hard for this to grip onto Jango Fett because he does have his jetpack and it kind of gets in the way, but you could still get him on there okay. And this is like a 3-piece stand. You have the platform or the base, I guess you could call it, a post, and then a clip. But yeah, I do like the stands. Unfortunately, mine is a little scuffed right here. As you can see, the J is kind of messy. Not sure what happened there, but that does kind of suck. Aside from that little issue, the stand is cool. Aside from that, he does come with 3 different sets of hands. So first off, we have a pair of fists. Then we have a set of open hands. And then finally, we have a set of gripping hands that could be used to hold on to the 2 guns that he comes with. And the blasters do look really good. They have a very nice looking metallic paint job. They match the figure very well, and they're extremely well sculpted. So they did a good job with these little guns. I like them a lot. All right, so now for some size comparisons. Unfortunately, I don't have any other Star Wars Egg Attack figures because I was trying to stay in the Marvel realm. But now after having Jango Fett, I think I'm going to have to at least get Boba Fett and at least get Mando. Probably some stormtroopers, maybe Darth Vader. I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyways, so for size comparisons, here we have them alongside the Egg Attack Beast Kingdom Infinity War Spider-Man and Infinity War Captain America. And I'm surprised to see that Jango Fett looks a little shorter than both of them, so that's interesting. And next up, we have Jango Fett alongside the Beast Kingdom Egg Attack Wolverine and Cyclops. And these 2 figures were Comic-Con exclusives from a couple years back, and they are the main reasons why I even like Beast Kingdom at all. I picked up these 2 figures and instantly fell in love with them. I think they're so incredibly well done. Like I said, they do such a great job with the soft goods, and these 2 figures are really good examples of that. So yeah, it's all these two guys' fault for me getting into these wacky ass figures. And next up, we have Jango Fett alongside 2 more of my favorite Egg Attack figures. On the left, we have the Jim Lee Cyclops, and on the right, we have Gambit. And I bought Gambit earlier this year. I had planned to do a review on him, but I just never got around to it. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would like to see, because he is awesome. Next up, here's Jango Fett alongside the Black Series Deluxe Boba Fett and the Black Series Jango Fett. Just in case you have a whole shelf of Jango Fett figures, you could see how they look together. And then next up, we have him here alongside a Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper and the Mathex Mandalorian. And then next up, we have him alongside the Disney Toy Box Yoda. And then on the opposite side, we have the NECA Retro Sam, for no other reason other than he also has a big head. And then to finish off the size comparisons, here we have Jango Fett alongside the Marvel Legends Pizza Spider-Man and Marvel Legends Bucky Cap. And then as far as the articulation goes, Jango Fett does have some cool things going on, but he does have some restrictions, but it's mostly because of the design of the character. You know, all these armor bits and stuff like that kind of make it tough to fit a bunch of articulation into this. I feel like he has a little less articulation than some other Egg Attack figures, but it's understandable, and I do think he has a decent amount as is, so I'm pretty happy with it. But let's go ahead and take a look, starting off with the head. The head does have a double ball peg, so we get some nice side to side. We get some tilt, which is awesome because then you could get some shots with attitude. Kind of have him doing different things. So pretty nice movement at the head. And then he could look down to about right there, but then the helmet does collide with the chest armor, so it doesn't go down all that much. He could look up a pretty decent amount when he doesn't have his jetpack. So without the jetpack, it goes pretty far back. He could look up to about right there, which isn't too bad. But then when you put the jetpack on, it does kind of push it forward a little bit. So it might be tough to get him into flight poses using the jetpack. But you know, you could always do other stuff You just can't have him look like straight up. I know there's other ways that you could have him with the jetpack on in different types of flight poses, but if you want him in a straight up flight pose like that, it might be tough with the jetpack. Let's go ahead and remove that. But yeah, the head does have decent movement, which is surprising because of how big the head is, but you can still get some good stuff going. And then at the torso, it seems like he does have a diaphragm cut, but it's under the armor. But still, it gets pretty decent movement considering that it's pretty much all covered up. So it goes side to side a pretty decent amount, as you could see. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Crunches forward to about right there, but it does push the belt down, and then it kind of causes things to shift around, so you kind of have to be careful of that. But it goes forward an okay amount, not a whole lot. Then he does go back to about right there. And then, of course, we get side to side. So pretty good movement at the torso, considering that it's hidden under there and you got the chest armor and stuff. So you still get some pretty decent movement out of it. And then at the arms, he's got these awesome like pop out shoulders. So you could get some additional movement. Kind of works like a butterfly joint, which is nice. If you want him to have his arm cocked back like he's going to punch somebody, you could definitely make that happen. So that's pretty good. And you could get his arms in front of him a pretty decent amount. Look at that. If you want to have him choking someone out or something. So there you go. Pretty good movement at the shoulders here. And then he does have ball jointed shoulders that go all the way around, which is nice. He could bring his arms up to right here. And I was pretty surprised that he was able to get his arms up so high, but that pop out shoulder feature kind of helps out with that. So there you go, good stuff. And then he does have an upper bicep swivel. Unfortunately, he only has single jointed elbows, and I understand that they had to do this because of the things that he has on his wrists, but I wish they would have found a way to fit double joints into that. I think it would have made this a little bit better, but as it is, it's understandable, and you know, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. I just think double jointed elbows would have been better. But he gets an elbow bend to about right there, which is not a whole lot. And then he has a swivel at the elbow. At the hands, he has like a double ball peg situation, so you could move his hands in all kinds of different directions. You could swivel them. You could do whatever you need to do with the hands, and that kind of helps out the arms quite a bit. So there you go. And then for the legs, he actually has drop down hips. Look at this. Boom. He could drop his hips down and he could actually do the splits. Like, what? That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's something we've always wanted from a Jango Fett figure, you know, like to get him into splits. That's dope. So yeah, look at that. Could have him kicking someone. There's no way you'd balance like that. That would be a tough one. You'd have to angle it in a crazy way. Can we get it? There we go. Man, look at that. There we go. Have him kick someone in the mouth. That'll work. Then he could kick his leg forward to about right there, which is pretty decent considering that, you know, he's got the unique shape just in general, but then he also has all these like straps and things. Kick his leg back to about right there. And then he does have upper thigh swivel. Let's get them all situated here. Upper thigh swivel. He does have double jointed knees, which are awesome. They get really good range. Check this out. Bam. That is pretty good. But then the sculpt breaks up. It's kind of the sculpt breaking up right here at the leg doesn't look that good. So that's one thing that you kind of have to think about if you're taking pictures or something. But the range is definitely there, and that's awesome. Then at the foot, we have a double ball peg situation, just like at the wrist. So we get some side to side. Get some side to side, which is nice. Get some swivel. It only kicks forward to about right there, and it only comes up to about right there. So there's enough movement at the feet to help him like stabilize and stand up without any problem. And then he does have toe articulation or mid-foot articulation. So like I said, he does have a decent amount of articulation. He's a little bit limited in the arms, but everything else is pretty good. So I am having fun playing around with them, posing them up, and just messing with them. So that's the main thing, you know. The articulation may have limitations, but he still has like a high fun factor. And yeah, I'm having fun posing them up. So I'm pretty happy with the articulation, although I do think that maybe there are a couple of small things that could have been different. In general, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so overall, at the end of the day, when the smoke clears, the dust settles, and it's all said and done, I think this is an awesome figure. Beast Kingdom did a great job on Jango Fett. I think he looks amazing, very well sculpted, some really nice paint work. He's got some really good articulation. There are a couple of things I wish were different, but for the most part, he does the job, and he is very fun to play with. Accessories are cool too. I do like the fact that he came with 3 different sets of hands and the guns, but it would have been nice if he came with an unmasked head, or I think it would have been cool if they made it so you could remove the helmet. But as it is, I like the accessories that he comes with, and I think in general this is a really great figure. Whole lot of fun to play with. It looks amazing, and they just killed it. I think this guy's awesome, and like I said, it's probably going to push me down the Egg Attack Star Wars rabbit hole, which I was trying to avoid. I know a bunch of them look awesome, but I've been able to stay away from them. But now that I have Jango Fett, I have to at least get a couple more. But yeah, I really like the way this guy came out. And, you know, obviously, I know these things aren't for everybody, but I'm a fan of them. So, you know, don't get too crazy in the comments because this isn't like your cup of tea. And it is my cup of tea. Everybody has different tastes. But these are very, like, unique. And I just get a kick out of them, man. They're hella, they're silly. They're silly, fun, and extremely well done. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Egg Attack stuff. And I'm a big fan of Jango Fett here. So, once again, huge thank you to Beast Kingdom for sending this out to me. I do have a couple of other figures that they sent me that I look forward to reviewing. Let me go ahead and show you the next one. The next one on the list here is going to be the Egg Attack Absolute Carnage. Watch out there, Jango. So I'm excited to talk about that because he looks pretty damn amazing. So I look forward to taking a look at that. But yeah, thank you, Beast Kingdom. And thank all of you guys for watching this review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if this is something that you're going to pick up. You know, when it comes to Egg Attack stuff, if you're kind of hesitant, because some of them can be expensive and it's not, you know, like you don't want to put down that much money on them, I would highly suggest checking out the Beast Kingdom website because they always have sales. There's a bunch of figures on there on sale constantly. So I suggest checking that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And with that, I think that's it. Thank you so much. Peace.